The word narcissist is regularly used to describe a selfish and callous person who craves admiration and attention, while caring nothing about hurting other people to get what they want. We all have some self-promoting or narcissistic behaviors. This causes us to seek opportunities to better ourselves and improve our lives. However, when those behaviors become so self-centered that it affects the people's lives around us negatively or our own, it becomes a narcissistic behavior. These behaviors are personality traits. Often when a person displays only a few traits and to a low degree, they are thought of as being difficult to interact with and may be called a narcissist. However, when they display a number of traits and to a high degree, they become toxic to interact with. These people can be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. These people may seem to be confident and in love with themselves, but behind the facade is a person with a fragile self-esteem who cannot handle the slightest criticism. To be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, one would need to see a healthcare professional. This does not happen that often, as people that are this narcissistic think there's nothing wrong with them and seldom seek help. Even if they do, they have the ability to convince others that the problem does not lie with them. However, even a person not fully narcissistic to be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder can still be massively destructive to your mental and physical health. So if we all have some narcissism in us, how do we know when a person is toxic to us? That their behavior is narcissistic and not just due to confidence and drive to succeed. In essence, how do we spot a narcissist? This is what we'll look at in this video. Two different states. Narcissists are often said to fall in two different types. However, it is more like emotional states, which each narcissist experiences from time to time, but just find themselves in the majority of the time. These states are happy or unhappy. The state they are in the most often predict accurately the behaviors they mostly display. The person who is mostly happy is mostly outgoing and energetic, with lots of confidence and admiration for themselves. The person who is mostly unhappy is often withdrawn and moody, hates themselves, and seem to have little confidence and drive to succeed. This puts them in the more widely known grandiose or fragile narcissist type. The grandiose narcissist can experience times of vulnerability just as the fragile narcissist can experience times of grandiosity, but they often move very quickly back to the default state. Grandiose or overt narcissist. The grandiose narcissist is the type most people are familiar with. This is a person who is full of him or herself, thinks the world revolves around them, and lets you know it. They think they are better than everyone else and entitled to special treatment just because of who they are. They are generally upbeat, blow off criticism as you being envious, and is often successful. They overvalue their importance and exaggerate achievements and talents. They dream of having unlimited money, power, and control. They have low or no empathy for others and exploit others, often openly. They are arrogant and can have attitude problems as well as being easily angered or offended, especially when criticized or when they do not get what they want. For the most part, they are charming, energetic, driven, and upbeat. When they feel you have crossed them, they often react in crude and callous ways, with name-calling, personal and physical attacks. Punishment are often to abandon you physically for days or weeks without you being able to contact them, or giving you the silent treatment and ignoring you even if you try to talk to them. Their motto is, "I am great." Vulnerable or covert narcissist. The covert narcissist is far more difficult to spot, and this often causes them to do more damage in your life than the overt narcissist. Their tactics are often more emotional and mental that can have far-reaching consequences for you and can take longer to heal than physical abuse. The covert narcissist is more often moody or in a negative state. When they are happy, it is often short-lived. They have a habit to find fault with everything and everyone. If you give them the last parachute to jump out of a burning airplane to save their life, they will complain about the color of the parachute or that the wind will mess up their hair. They can be successful, but often are not. They have an utter resistance to accepting responsibility and will blame anything and anyone for their mistakes, or flat out deny they ever did the action. Their motto is, "I could have been great if it was not for..." the same. Regardless if it's an overt or covert narcissist, they have the same self-centered view of life and the end goal is the same. The difference is just that the covert narcissist tends to be more introverted. The traits of a covert and overt narcissist, however, are the same. Both navigate the world with a sense of self-importance and fantasizing about unlimited success and grandeur. Both need validation and praise, and both hate taking responsibility for their actions or being criticized. Both have a very fragile sense of self, low empathy, limited or no insight, and a fixed mindset. The covert narcissists, being less open, normally give backhanded compliments, paint themselves as a victim to get attention, but they are surely capable of violence. In general, the overt narcissist uses fear to control and manipulate, where the covert narcissist uses guilt and shame to control and manipulate. But they will switch tactics when needed. The overt, being more stable in their self-view, will demand attention and admiration, where the covert will constantly seek validation and reassurance. However, both view other people as objects to be used and then discarded and seek only to further their own plans. There is, however, one difference that should be noted. Covert narcissists are more likely to hate others, where overt narcissists are more likely to be envious of others. Both will sabotage your life. The overt narcissist will do it because they are envious of what you have and either want to take it away from you or at least not have you do better than them. The covert narcissist believes the world hates them and caused their downfall. They see your success as proof that you somehow sabotaged their success and in some way took away what was deserving to them. This is due to their inability to self-reflect, have insight into their situations, as well as their fixed mindset. Fixed mindset. Narcissists often have a fixed mindset. This is believing that your abilities, talents, and intellect are fixed and cannot be changed. Science has actually proven that we can, due to neuroplasticity, increase our intellect, talents, and abilities through study and repeated learning. But for the narcissist, they think that they are smarter and better than you. So when you do something they cannot or do something better than them, they believe that you should not have gotten the reward because they are better than you, and that you could only have won due to luck or by cheating. Thus, it is only fair that they take it away from you as you do not deserve it, and then give it to themselves as they are more deserving. As they often believe that you cannot improve yourself, they hate it to see you go up in the world. It makes them look worse the better you get, while they believe they cannot catch up with you as they believe they cannot improve themselves. The only explanation they can find for why you keep doing better in life is because you are lucky or cheating. And this makes them hate you more and more the better you do. The covert narcissist is particularly vulnerable to this mindset, for they believe they were born the way they are, and it's not their fault they cannot achieve success in the world. They then view the world as an unfair world and hate everyone who has more talents or success than them. They are extremely lazy and will put very little effort into learning something new, often expecting talents to just come with ease. When they fail, it is more proof of how unfair the world is. They will blame anyone and everything for why they failed. However, they do admit that they failed. It is just not their fault that they do not have the skills or talents needed to succeed. The overt narcissist, on the other hand, believes they are the best person in the world and knows everything and can do everything better than anyone else. When they lose, they cannot see that the other person may have worked harder or longer than them, for they believe you are born with fixed talents and brain power. Thus, the only reason they lost was because you were lucky or cheated. They are incapable of admitting failure. If they failed a test, they will not, like the covert narcissist, blame their parents for not giving them a good IQ or that they could not study due to a noisy roommate. The overt narcissist will claim the test was unfair or rigged, or that the person marking the test did not understand their brilliant answers, or that they are too smart for the person marking the test and the person is envious of them and gave them a bad mark. How is their behavior toxic to you? When you look at it at first, you may think that a grandiose narcissist is just full of him or herself and has a drive to succeed, and that a covert narcissist is just a person making excuses for their failures and achieving what they want in life. The problem lies in how they treat you, which is driven by three things: their lack of empathy, inability to accept responsibility, and fragile self or ego. Although the overt narcissist has more drive for material success, both overt and covert narcissists want to feel that they are doing better than you, and instead of working harder than you, they sabotage you or devalue your success. This causes a number of actions both overt and covert narcissist participates in. Name calling, belittling, invalidation, and smear campaigns. Narcissists will destroy your self-worth and name by calling you derogatory names, belittling you, or invalidating your ideas and accomplishments. They will make you think you are worthless and anything you have done is of no value or due to luck or someone taking pity on you. They will also smear your name so that others think you are worthless as well. This raises their importance over you in their eyes. Gaslighting. Narcissists will deny your reality and over time get you to believe their reality. They will deny they ever said or did something or that something ever happened. They may move objects around, make noises in the house, plant items, or other actions to make you believe you are going crazy and cannot trust your own memories. This allows them to get you to believe anything they want you to believe and makes them more important than you because you are reliant on them for your reality. Sabotage your progress. Narcissists will do anything in their power to stop you from doing better than them, from sabotaging your car, spending your money, refusing that you work or study, to holding you hostage. They will repeatedly tell you how worthless you are in different ways until you believe it. They may even threaten you or physically attack you if you try to have a life different than what they feel you should have. Often they will destroy your sense of self and demand you dress the way they want you to dress, eat what they want you to eat. They may even demand you wear your hair as they want you to. You are not allowed to have your own opinions, ideas, and dreams unless it suits them. What is it all about? All the tactics the narcissist uses is to protect their fragile sense of self or ego. They need to stay in control. Each do it in their own way. Narcissists have an extreme fear of abandonment. They need to think that you will not leave them, either by breaking you down and elevating themselves so that they think you would never leave such a grand prize, or by making you feel responsible for their suffering and that if you leave them, you will be a horrible person. It all comes down to controlling you that you will not leave them until they are done with you and found a better plaything to admire and serve them. Emotionally, they are a needy child who throws adult tantrums when they do not get what they want. When is it toxic to you? Normal people do not belittle and humiliate you. They do not deny your reality or what you saw and heard. They do not attack you personally by calling you degrading names just because you disagree with them. They do not tell you that you will fail when you want to better yourself. They do not actively sabotage your success, and they have empathy for you. They are sorry when they hurt you and make up for it. They accept responsibility for their actions and try to better themselves instead of blaming someone else. They don't hurt you and blame you for them hurting you, or that you are too sensitive and mistook their words. They don't insult you or hurt you and then claim they were only joking. These are things narcissistic people do. The problem is that narcissism is on a continuum, and that normal people are often optimistic and fear of hurting others and abandoning others. Thus, people often accept the abuse of a narcissistic person because they just cannot accept that someone could be so heartless and cruel one day and then so nice and loving the next day. It is a cognitive dissonance that confuses you and makes you afraid of making a mistake of leaving the narcissist. You may believe that we all have good and bad in us, and if you are just better towards a narcissist, they will be better towards you. That may work with normal people, but not with a narcissist who are totally self-centered. Only you can decide how much you will take from another person, and you may be okay with a person who is very driven to succeed or a person who does not accept responsibility for their failures. But when a person hinders your success and happiness in life by attacking you personally, mentally abusing you, or manipulates you, then it's not a healthy relationship. The effects of emotional abuse is far-reaching and devastating. It occurs slowly, and you are often not able to see it until your life is almost destroyed. Normal people want others to succeed and are happy to help others. Toxic people want to destroy other people's success and are not happy when you are happy. If the person you are with is constantly pulling you or your happiness down, why are you with this person? Often the only reason people stay in a relationship is because what they fear they will face when they leave is scarier than what they believe they are experiencing in the relationship. Narcissists are very good at making the fear of leaving greater of what will happen if you do leave, while denying the abuse you are suffering. This makes you believe it is a lesser of two evils by staying. But this is not the case. You are better off without them in your life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to this channel so you can be notified of new videos as I release them. For more information about the different types of narcissists found, see my book 21 Types of Narcissists by following the link in the description below. For tips and advice to overcome your anger and hatred towards a narcissist and your need for revenge, see my book Shine Again by following the link in the description below.